Hello, my name's Matt, and I thought I'd make a video about door dashing. I've been doing it about 3 months now, a little over 3 months, so I've learned some things. Still learning, but I think I know enough now where I can share some things that'd be valuable to you. I've been watching YouTube videos on others doing it. It's entertaining, it's educational, and I've had some pretty interesting scenarios. Some fun, some painful, but I think it'd be a helpful learning experience for you if I showed you some of the things that I go through, and then you can, if you're new to DoorDash, thinking about doing DoorDash, wondering what it's all about, I'm sure you're on looking through YouTube at content creators, seeing what they're going through. So it's early in the morning. It's 7:43. I'm about to get going here. It's 11 degrees in crisp, cold Michigan. So I got the car heating up. I'm gonna get going here. Don't expect it to be too busy in the morning. It usually isn't. But I'll record some of the stops that I do just so you can see how it goes. If you're new, I would recommend getting yourself a bag. In fact, it should be mandatory. That would be one of these. And they give it to you for free when you sign up for DoorDash. I think you might have to do, I don't even know if you have to do a minimum of 15 or 25 stops or not now. It's 3 months ago when I got on, but they sent me a bag for free. They send you a mask, you know, the DoorDash emblem. You got to wear a mask to these merchants. So take that with you. They give you sanitizer. It's pretty cool. They send you a little kit. So I'm going to get going here. Oh, I also, one more recommendation. You're going to want to get one of these. This is a pizza bag. It qualifies you for pizza orders. They say in general, pizza orders tip better. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. I had Little Caesars, a couple of them a couple days ago. One was a no tip and one was a $2 tip. So they don't all tip a lot, but sometimes they do. So at least you'll qualify for the pizza orders. If I get one today, I'll take a screenshot. It'll ask you to take a picture of your pizza bag. So I'm gonna get going here. Also, when you're gonna get going, log your miles. There's apps that you can do it. I don't know. I just prefer to write it down myself. I got a book here that I log all my miles in, just to keep it handy. So I'm starting a dash right here in my driveway. So that's where I'm gonna start my mileage recording. So I recommend you do the same. And this is all assuming that you've downloaded the app and you've got started. It's really pretty simple. Just go to the app store and download it, and it'll kind of walk you through the steps. You can get going within one day, I think, is what I did. I was dashing the next day. So it was pretty interesting. I was trying to, I don't know, this may be a run-on video. I don't know, but just as thoughts pop into my brain, I'll share them with you. I like to win. I like to do the best that I can. And there's this Top Dasher program. I got to be Top Dasher. I'm not going to settle for less than that. So you got to do 70% acceptance rating. And there's qualifications. You have to have a good customer approval rating. And it'll tell you all that in the app. So the first couple weeks, when you first sign up, you'll be a Top Dasher automatically. They let you do that for a couple weeks, which means you can dash anytime you want. If you're not a Top Dasher and say there's not a lot of orders or a lot of people have scheduled time slots to dash, you may not be able to dash. And that happens quite a bit in my area. But anyway, you'll be I want to be Top Dasher, right? If I don't like to settle for mediocre, I like to do my best, right? So I was taking every order. After you do this for a little bit, you'll see that that's not the most profitable way to go. At least I have seen it. It's not been. I mean, I was making sometimes, let's do an hourly rate breakdown. You can only go so fast, right? So if you're constantly doing orders that are $2 or $3, and let's say you can do 2 or 3 an hour, that's a typical pace, two or three stops an hour, depending on where they're at. And you're doing it for $2 or $3 a piece. You can't survive out here and, $9 an hour, running your car, and gas. So it's not feasible to take orders that are that low. if you're a customer, if you don't know about the DoorDash like base pay, you only get a couple bucks. My base pay here in my area is $2.25. So if a customer doesn't tip, then I do their pickup. I'll drive to the store, oftentimes wait in line or drive through, pick up the order, drive it to their house, deliver it to them. And if they don't tip, $2.25, that you just can't do it. I know people like to order things and not, they want to pay the cheapest amount possible. I get it. But at the same time, this, in most cases, is a luxury service. You're going online and ordering food, and you want it hand delivered to your door. It's a great service. But Dashers can't do it for just the DoorDash base pay. As much as I like to take every order, if I could, and get it, I don't know. I just like to provide a good service. Bam, if there's an order, I want to get it done. But I got to reject orders. I just can't afford to do orders where customers don't tip. So if you're a customer watching this, just think about that. If you're at a restaurant and you're going to order some food, the waiter or waitress will walk from the kitchen to your table and drop the food off, right? Maybe bring you some drinks, and they might refill it. And then at the end of your meal, you'll tip them, hopefully. 10-15%, right? I tip 15%. If they're really good, I'll tip much more than that. Just depends. Think about a Dasher though. They're not just walking from the kitchen to your table. These, like today, it's 11 degrees out right now. Check it out, 11 degrees. It's cold and it's snowy, as you can see. We're expecting more snow, I think Wednesday and Thursday. And so we're driving through the elements, we're waiting in line, grabbing your food. Good Dashers will have a hot bag. I like to do the best that I can. So if you're looking on how to be like a best Dasher or any delivery app, you're going to want to keep the food warm if you can. Get the hot bag, okay, and use it. I see so many Dashers. I'll go in and I'll pick up an order. There's like 5 or 6 Dashers waiting sometimes. I'm the only one with a bag. I'm like, and at first, I get it. Maybe a little embarrassing. I used to be in the corporate world. I used to make this, and now here I'm delivering food. You might have a tendency to think a little down on yourself. Don't do that. That's a badge of honor for me now. It's like I have my bag, you don't. You need to step it up, guys. So I'm doing the best I can, and I recommend that you do the same. Treat their food as if it was your own. Keep it warm. Use a bag. Get yourself a pizza bag. So that's my recommendations on how to, just a quick overview of what's going on. So we'll do some stops and you'll see how this goes. And this is my first video, so bear with me if it's not very good quality. I'll try to get better. Watching some of these content creators on YouTube is pretty inspiring. They do a really good job. And others don't, but been trying to learn from them and see how they do it. We'll see how this quality of this video goes. And just let me know if you like it or what recommendations that you have. I'm just doing this on my phone, so I'm dashing with the same phone that I'm recording on, so it might be a little choppy, but let's see how this goes. So it's not quite 8 o'clock yet. I'm gonna get out there and get some orders. See how it goes. See ya. All right, so we're heading out to the first stop, and on the app you'll see what's called hotspots. That's supposedly, there's a lot of orders coming through, and or orders that have recently been placed, as I believe would more accurately describes it. Like right now we're heading towards where more of the merchants are, and there's a hotspot, Panera. So I have a lot of good luck with Panera. They're busy, but sometimes they get too busy and you're gonna wait. So we're heading out that way. McDonald's is usually good in the early mornings. Panera, and then you got your Coney's, different Coney places usually will, Denny's, and Bob Evans, things like that. Big breakfast merchants will often have some pretty decent orders. But again, just go to where the merchants are, highly congested, and once you get to know your area, you'll know who's open when. Like a Buffalo Wild Wings and Applebee's and things like that, they're not going to be open at 7, 8 in the morning. So you don't want to hang out there. Go find your Coney's if you're going to dash in the morning. You'll find it's a little more lucrative to dash lunch and dinner. Breakfast is slower, but I got some goals I need to hit this week and bills to pay, right? So if I get out here earlier, even if it's slower, at least it's money being made. And I brought a couple books just in case if we have some 10-15 minute dead times, which happens in my area. So I got some books. Got a Dave Ramsey book on finance that I picked up, pretty good. And then I got a woodworking book. Which I'm certainly not very good at woodworking, but I do enjoy it. So I'll read on that. But keeping busy, keep learning. If I'm not making money with the wheels moving and doing a DoorDash order, then I'm gonna feed my brain and by reading. So anyway, we're on our way to the hot spot. Let's see if we get something. All right, we got our first order. It is at Panera. And just for the sake of the video, I took it. Normally I would not have taken this one because it's $6.25 for 11 miles. That's terrible. That is terrible. Now, there is something called the hidden tip where DoorDash will hide a tip above $4. Even still, this is not a good order, but I took it just to show you. Typically, you want to do something. I mean, you're looking for like $1.50, $2 a mile. This is 50 cents a mile, so admittedly, it's awful. A hidden tip might help, but it has to be a pretty big hidden tip for this to make this worthwhile economically. But there's some freeway miles involved, and it's early in the morning. It's just 8 o'clock. So I took it just for educational purposes. There's our Panera right there. Yeah, not really a good order. Once I get in the store, I'll record what a pickup looks like. So see you in a second. Once you get to the store, the arrive at store button is going to appear on your app. So you just hit arrive. It was 8:04. Pick up by 8:11. So we're good. Hopefully it'll be ready. Pick up by 8:11. We're 7 minutes early. But hit arrive at store, and then it starts a clock in there. I've been in merchants and I could see that, Dasher waiting 3 minutes, 45 seconds. So I want to get the clock started on them, let customer and DoorDash know that I am at the store. So I'm going to go in there and see if it's ready. Spinach. All right, had to call the customer. They're out of spinach here, so they couldn't make the smoothies. So went through some options with them, see if they wanted something different. They decided to go with almond milk, so they're making the smoothies for him now. So he was real appreciative that I called him and let him know, give him options. So waiting for the smoothies to be made here, and then we're on our way. got his order. Bam, it's in the bag. These are smoothies. One cool thing is I just got a message from him. It said, extra $10 tip, my friend. That's cool. All right, and we're off. Now I'll leave the navigation lady going, just so you can kind of get the feel of how it would be if you were, maybe you've never dashed before.
Turn left onto Eureka Road.
See, that lady, she talks you right in. Very helpful most of the time. So always try to separate. A lot of merchants will just throw the cold drinks in with the hot food.
Use the middle lane to turn right onto Telegraph Road.
And if the bags are open and I can separate those, I do. But if the merchants have the bags taped or tied off, you don't mess with them. The requirements are you're not supposed to. So you're not supposed to open the bags. But anytime that you can, here's a big pro tip for you. Look at the order and see if they have drinks. That's a big one. Some merchants forget the drinks. Make sure they have the drinks. Make sure they have everything that you can. Pizza places, like let's say a Little Caesars, if they're ordering crazy bread and sauce, make sure you have the bread, make sure you have the sauce. Oftentimes they'll forget that sauce. I had it happen to me before. And maybe I'll even put a quick link to that video, because it was pretty sad on my part. I went back to the Little Caesars and got the sauce, made it right. Actually got a little extra tip for it too,
Use
which
the
was
middle
good.
lane to turn right onto Telegraph Road, then continue straight to stay on Telegraph Road.
See, this lady will talk you right in. So if you're worried or apprehensive about, well, I don't know areas very well, you don't really have to.
Continue straight to stay on Telegraph Road.
She'll talk you right in.
Continue on Telegraph Road for 4 miles.
Sometimes you get tired of her in a silencer, especially if you know where you're going. So anyway, we're on our way. It was 16 minutes, 10 miles. It's really not bad. So it's $6.25 plus an extra $10 tip. Wow. And we picked this thing up around 8 o'clock. So probably won't have it done till about 8:30, 8:35, something like that. 8:35. Yeah, it's 8:17 now. I'm still about 14 minutes away. But all in all, so if we're gonna make at least $16, and here's something to think about if you're thinking about door dashing. Why you want to do it? Why don't you want to work a typical corporate job? I'll tell you some of the pros and cons. Here's one of the pros. I didn't have to be out here at 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning, or I didn't have to be out here at all, but you get to choose your schedule, which is great. You choose when you go out. The freedom is very enticing, very liberating. It's awesome. The opposite side of the coin is you got the freedom to not go and make money, and you don't make money. So take it with a grain of salt. You have the freedom to go and do whenever you want, but at the same time, it could be a liability if you're not disciplined. You have to remain disciplined. Set some goals for the week. Even schedule yourself. You can schedule yourself in the dash. I have to in my area because I'm not the top dasher where I can dash at any time I want. And a lot of times I can't dash because there's either too many dashers or not enough orders. And I can't dash for certain parts of the day when I want to be out there making money. So schedule yourself in advance, and then you can, like I did today. I scheduled myself all day. I want to be out here all day, make as much as I can. And another thing, you're out in the weather for the most part. It's great. Like right now it's cold. It's up to 14 degrees now. But in the car, once you have your heat going, it's fine. actually get too hot in the car if you dress too warm. So, but you're out here in the sun and the fresh air and not cooped up in an office. Very awesome. Here's another thing. If you don't like all that office politics and backstabbing and gossip, this is great. You get none of that. You're not forced to do anything you don't want to do. You work the hours you want. You work as much or as little as you want. Very good benefits to this. What are the minuses then? Well, got to be some minuses. Well, yeah, it's unpredictable. Like I don't. When you go out each day, you don't know what orders you're gonna get. Should I accept this one? Should I not accept this one? I might pass. If I take this one, then I might be passing up a better one. I know it's volatile. It's almost kind of like a game. It can often be kind of fun. But other times, it's not. You don't get a lot of money. Oh man, I'm gonna take this. I think there's a big hidden tip. I'll drive the miles. Then there's not. And then if you calculate your hourly rate, it's low and it stinks. But then other times, $25, $30 an hour. It's fantastic for just driving around. You listen to the radio. I'm not right now because I'm videoing, but yeah, you listen to the radio, relax, drive safe. Very, very great. Here's another, I guess it could be a negative, is benefits. There are none as far as health benefits. Now, DoorDash has been sending a bunch of messages about, they have links to different, a company that provides healthcare options for you. They can go through some options, but I did that. Even the cheapest one that I could find was around $900 a month. It's quite a bit.
In a quarter mile, continue straight to stay on Telegraph Road.
Yeah, I'll let her keep talking. Just so you get the feel of. Well, you. Let me turn her off. Just you get the feel of. All right. But yeah, healthcare benefits. Sometimes that could be a little scary. You got to get your own healthcare, right? Sick days. Do you get sick days in this DoorDash thing? As many as you want. You just don't get paid. So that could be looked at as a negative. Where I used to work, they offered hourly employees 7 sick days, where you stay home and you get paid. You don't get that with this. So that could be a drawback. What about vacation? All the vacation days you want, unlimited in DoorDash. The drawback, you don't get paid. You don't work, you don't get paid. Yeah, the Bible, if you don't work, you don't eat, it says, right? And I was thinking about whoever came up with the vacation days. I think it was originally an incentive to get people to work for their company, and it just kind of evolved into a cultural type thing. But so that's a drawback. I used to have 6 weeks of vacation. That was nice where I used to work. With this, I get none. So that stinks. That's a definite negative. Unpaid vacations. But they're unlimited, which could be a bonus. I can go whenever I want. I don't have to check in and get it pre-scheduled. If I want a vacation day, I got it. If I need to take my daughter to orthodontist appointment, which I had to Friday, I can. Don't have to ask anybody. So that's the pros and cons there, right? So, all right, I'm done rambling for this. I am now on the freeway here. It shouldn't be too much longer, and I'll have this delivery off, and we'll be on to the next one. All right. Hello. Hello. Is this for you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a good one.
You too.
cold. So that's that. That took, let's see, 8:34. So I grabbed it at 8 o'clock. It's 8:34 now. Let's see what the amount was. Well, that looks like a no tip to me. His message said $10 tip, but when I completed the delivery, it showed 0 tip. So that's the dangers of taking something far away. I've had that happen before too, where customers have said, I'll give you an extra tip if you do this or you do that. Okay, great. And then I don't get it. But maybe he'll add it on, so we'll see. Maybe he'll add it on later. Alright, anyway. Now we're even out of the zone. See, that's another bad thing you need to keep track of is the order going to take you out of your zone? And if so, unless it's a high payout, you probably don't want to take it, because you're not going to get another order till you drive back to the area you're dashing in, which is the case for me right now. I'm only about 2 miles away from my zone, but still, you want to keep moving. You want to get another order immediately, because the more orders you get, obviously the more money you make. But I mean, sometimes it makes sense, sometimes it doesn't, to take an order out of your zone. Like I said, if the payout's high enough, yeah, I'll take it. Or if it's a slow time of the day, I'll take it. Anyway, we'll see if he comes through with his word and gives us an extra $10 or not. Moving on. All right, I guess another thing to consider about dashing is you're using your own car and your own gas. So as long as you're okay with that, just realize with more usage of your car is going to come more maintenance and more repairs. But if you're okay with that, then this will be okay for you. Not driving a company vehicle and company insurance and company gas card. No, your company is you. So again, some people might think that's a negative, but the freedom aspect is so great, it outweighs it. Some people just want to be their own boss. This could be for you. Can you do DoorDash alone and nothing else? I've been doing it for 3 months, and it's I don't know. I don't think so. Not if you're going to support a family. If you're single or whatever, you could do it. I mean, last week I made $900. That's not what I made more at corporate, in the corporate world. But I mean, so I would recommend probably doing something different. Maybe do a YouTube video. That's what I'm gonna try. That'll be my second thing. Also, I want to get into woodworking. I don't know. Again, I'm a novice, so to expect a huge income from woodworking when I have never sold anything is kind of silly. But you got to start somewhere. Everybody starts somewhere. Everybody has that first customer. So I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. Right now, the independent contractor DoorDash thing is working out for me. For now. And again, the freedom aspect is so fantastic. You stay out here as long as you want, make as much as you want. Just find that balance. You don't want to be out here 12 hours a day, every day. And if you're single and you got nothing else to do, whatever, knock your socks off. But if you got a family, which I do, I've got 2 kids still at home, and a wife. You like to see them sometimes, so you don't want to be out here all day. Anyway, let's go get another order. Just as things pop into my brain, the pros or cons with this. I'll share them with you, just so you have an idea. Again, I've only been doing it for 3 months, but I'll share with you what I've learned up to this point. Take you on a few adventures. All right, see ya. All right, just got an order for McDonald's. It was only like $4.25. It's too low. Can't be wasting my time for $4. So I rejected it. Immediately I got a Walmart order, which was even worse. $4. I have to go into Walmart and grab the order and then deliver it for $4. I just can't afford to do something like that, so I rejected it. I don't know if any of you guys have dashed before. Would you have taken that McDonald's or the Walmart? I know the McDonald's was only 1.9 miles, so I mean, maybe on that one. Maybe I should have taken it because it's a slower time of the day. I could have had it done pretty quick. I mean, so that one maybe I should have taken it. Well, I forgot to eat breakfast. I had a coffee and that's it. I'm hungry. The orders are not coming in. See, this is where I should have taken that McDonald's. Even if it's for something, 1.9 mile or 1 point something miles, I could have had it done pretty quickly with probably 10 minutes. But anyway, I'm gonna use this opportunity to grab a breakfast burrito, and my son actually works here. I'm gonna say hi to him too. I'm gonna run in. That's a good thing with Taco Bell. I don't know if you Dashers, I know you have your thoughts on different fast food places, but and I always have a lot of luck with Taco Bell as far as the inside being open. McDonald's is a crapshoot. There are some McDonald's, they're never open at any time of the day. The lobby's closed. There's other merchants, it'll say open for mobile orders only. Okay, great. I whip into the parking lot, I run in, and the door's locked. And then in that time that it took you to run out of your car and check that a couple people have actually gotten in front of you in the drive-thru. So in a business where time is money, that's horrible. I hate that. KFC has done that to me a lot. It says open for mobile orders, and the door's still locked. So, but anyway, what are you guys? What are your fast foods that you like, not like? Wendy's is usually bad. Man, I think a lot of times they don't even start the order till you show up. I know that's happened to me quite a few times at Wendy's. But Taco Bell's great. Order's usually ready. Lobby's almost always open. So I'm gonna go in and grab me a breakfast burrito and say hi to my son. There he is. Well, just finishing up my Taco Bell. Turn the app back on, resume the dash. Then I got another Panera, 10:50, very slow morning. Here we go, high miles again. 12 or 13 miles, I don't know. I'll post the picture, but this is my area. This seems to be every stop is no tip or high miles. So I took it. It's a lot of freeway, so you can't be afraid of doing the freeway, higher mileage freeway orders when it's really slow, early morning like this. And it's 10:50, so I'm gonna go get it. I'm 2 minutes away from the Panera.
Here, I'm gonna leave her right here.
Alright, I'm so sorry.
There we go. All right, 19 minutes to get to this place is what the GPS is showing. Definitely not an order I would normally take, but order was ready at Panera, so got it immediately. No delay there. So it'll probably take me half an hour to complete this whole order for $10.50 unless there's a hidden tip. And then I'll be slightly out of my zone. It'll take about 5 minutes to get back. So you can call it 35 minutes before we're actually gonna get another order. So do that math. Not quite $20 an hour if you were to keep that pace up. So do the calculations in your head to see if the orders are worth it or not. I don't know, it's a lot of miles though. I don't know that I would have taken this normally, but it's very slow right now in the morning. So here we go. Again, this is where I text the customer. I'll give them a quick ETA. You know, good morning. I got your order on board. GPS shows me 19 minutes away, heading your way. Okay, now that I actually see where this order is, the delivery is, now that I'm paying more attention, I definitely would have never taken this order. But yeah, this is way out of my area. I can't even believe this. Should not have taken it. So this is part of the learning part of the video. What I wanted to share with you guys. When orders come through, what you should take, what you shouldn't take. If you take an order, what are the repercussions of that? Like this one was far, it was only $10.50 for 13 miles. So it was below the, I mean, you really, in my experience, you don't ever want to dip under $1 a mile, but usually you want to do $1.50 to $2 per mile in general. Otherwise, just don't do the order. It's just kind of not worth it. Some of the factors that went into me taking this is very slow right now. Breakfast time. Like I said, I only had 2 other orders, both $4 that I didn't take. But think about this, if you get if you get 3 of those $4 McDonald's that I rejected, but they're only 2 miles a piece, you'd be driving 6 miles for $12, right? Well, I'm driving a lot more than that for $10. Right, see there? So, in the grand scheme of things, unless there's some magic hidden tip here, which I doubt there is, but we'll see, but I doubt it. This is definitely an order you probably would not want to take. It's just too many miles for the payout. Right here. Nice. This is crazy. I think this is it. Yeah. Would you do this order? Let's put it right here so you can reach it easily. Well, that was special. As you can see, I am out of my zone. $3 tip, so nothing hidden. Overall, not a good order. But what do you think? Would you have taken that order? Do you think it was a good order? Here it's $9.40 now. I think it was a bad order. Heck, by the time I get another order, it'll be 50 minutes from the time I got this order. So almost an hour. So yeah, just the math there tells you it wasn't a good order. You can't live on 10 bucks an hour. That's less than minimum wage. I can make more at McDonald's. So, lesson learned, that was not a good order. Don't take something that's 10 bucks, that's 13, 14 miles if you want to make decent per hourly rate. All right, the radio just said that Wednesday and Thursday we're gonna get 6 to 12 inches of snow. So that's another thing you need to think about and plan for if you're gonna make delivery driver, independent contractor your job. Keep track of the weather, see when big snowstorms are gonna come in, and if you don't want to drive in that stuff, you may just stay out a little bit longer, a few days before to make up for the money you're not gonna make on those days. Or you can brave the wild frontier and put your snow boots on, drive slow. Might be an opportunity to make money. People aren't going to want to go out in it. Maybe they'll order some more. So, 2 ways to look at it. If you don't want to drive in it, plan accordingly. Work a little extra hours before the storm. But if you want to drive in it, in an effort to try to get more money, because there'll be less drivers probably on the road, less dashers, and go that route. I don't want to drive in 12 inches of snow. A couple inches, no problem. I'm from Michigan. I'm used to this stuff. No big deal for me. But then again, I do see a lot of other drivers that drive like there's no snow on the ground, even though there is, and then they're in ditches, accidents. I've seen spin outs in front of me. So the overconfidence sometimes will cause an accident. Or I've got traction, you go to hit the brake, and you just keep on sliding right into the guy in front of you. So snow tips are always keep your distance, adjust accordingly based on the conditions, your speed. Slow down. If it's snowing 45 miles an hour, but there's a lot of snow on the road, slow it down to say 35. Just be safe. No sense in hurting somebody, killing somebody. Because you want to gain an extra 20 seconds or 30 seconds of speed to get to your next stop, right? So, all right, done ranting. Back in the zone now. So the 2 Paneras killed me. We're not taking another long mileage one like that. It just kills too much time and no orders. And we've been out here, to put it in perspective, we've been out here since 8 o'clock, just before 8 o'clock. Here it's 9:50. We've done the 2 Panera orders. Not good. That's not good. You can't be content with close to $17 in almost 2 hours work. Come on, this is bad. So, good learning video for you guys on what not to take. Okay? All right. Let's go find some orders that we should take. All right, if it's slow, you haven't got an order like me. Here it's almost 10 o'clock. I'm gonna fill up. I gotta use my time wisely. I gotta maximize every second I'm out here. So I'm gonna fill up here, low anyway. Best recommendation is to be filled up before you start dashing, but I was gonna do that, but then the Panera popped in. I wanted to show you the Panera. All right, getting gas here. Just wanted to share with you. I always pay with my Dasher Direct card. I know there's different apps out there you can use that apply to certain gas stations. They'll give you 2 cents off a gallon, 5 cents off a gallon, whatever. I don't know. I just like the Dasher Direct card. You get 2% back on your purchases for gas anywhere. So I use it, for gas all the time. Get an extra 2%. So in this one, let's say if I've spent 20 bucks, I don't know, was that 40 cents? Yeah, it's free money coming back to you. So that's what I like to do. You want to use some other apps, go ahead, but I would advise using something to get some free money. Okay, this video is getting ridiculously long, so I'm gonna do a part 2 on it, and it's gonna begin with me shopping at the Meijer. I'm at the Meijer gas station, so look at the next video if you want to see how the rest of the day went. It's gonna do a shop and deliver at Meijer. I'll walk you through that, and then some hidden tip action and some no tip action, stuff that you're gonna want to know about if you're new to DoorDash. All right, thanks for being patient. Go to part 2 of this video.